Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, now also on YouTube. We are here for the Twitch Warcraft Championship League number 2. We have the winner bracket semifinal. It is LawLiet spawning in the upper right, the current bronze medalist of WCA, who is so impressive with his warden against all the Chinese humans. But now here on Amazonia, he's starting things off with a Demon Hunter. And on the other side, the legend, the undead legend himself, it's Lucifer.
Yeah, and we see the standard opening for Amazonia. You can see the ghouls coming out. He's getting more and more of them. He's not going for this early graveyard into Fiend's transition. On the other side, we see LawLiet already creeping his laboratory with the Ancient of War and the Lightning Shield trick on top of his Archer. He really got this down. You can see how smooth he is pulling it off without like any effort. It's really, really well. And on the other side, we see that the DK will be slightly later than the Demon Hunter. Nothing too surprising in this scenario. And usually what Lucifer likes to do is go for some creeping here. But he's mixing it up and he seems to go on the aggressive here right away while he's upgrading Backpack on his Necropolis and getting a few more ghouls.
Yeah, this creep by LawLiet went really, really well. Perfect positioning of the Archer. Just no chance for Lucifer to steal anything here. And yeah, you mentioned it. In the recent weeks and days, we have seen Lucifer play a more, I don't want to say creepy style, but more creeping than harassing. But now he's really changing it up, goes for the Wisp Hunt. But so far, LawLiet has everything on point and saves his Wisps into the gold mine, so everything is looking good for him. But causing trouble is never wrong in Warcraft.
Yeah, I don't really see why he's doing that, especially on Amazonia where the Demon Hunter starts with level 2 and now we can see the Detonate on top of the Red of Necromancy. I like that as well from LawLiet. He knows that he can just detonate it away because he will get the Shredder later anyhow. Plus, if he gets like the Detonate on both of the skeletons, the threat of being harassed in the back of his main base on all the other wisps is just like destroyed right after, like right from the get-go. Now he wanted to creep that, but while he was creeping with his ghouls, the creeps decided to pull a lightning shield on top of one of the rogues here, and this is pretty devastating against the ghouls, and he had to stop creeping. Other than that, he would have been already level 2, I guess.
Yeah, this slowed him down by a lot. So he's losing some time here. Demon Hunter, of course, it's 7 PM, so he's at the shop buying the boots, found the Slippers of Agility +3, so a little more damage, and a Step of Teleportation.
Yeah, Step of Teleportation. Maybe he wants to go inside that Panda is like really, really deep and kill one of the Acolytes, but usually you just get it to prevent any kind of surrounds in the early game, because the aura is always like something that you have to keep in mind. The undead player with the Unholy Aura is a little bit faster. The ghouls are like squishy, but on the other hand they are super fast with that aura, and surroundings are real, especially if you run into that Frost Tower right away, and there we can see the use of the Staff of Teleportation, getting rid of that surround and not wasting his town portal right away.
Yeah, but he's not going home. He's staffing himself to the archers so he can cause more trouble, but that apprentice is going to Lucifer as well. So that's level 2 for him, level 2 and, well, a third for the Demon Hunter, but I think he will retreat for now. Search is level 3 for the mid-game, since the tier 2 techs are pretty quite progressed here. Same goes for Lucifer. The Huntress Hall of LawLiet is once again super duper late.
And he's sending out Wisp in all different directions here. Not sure what he's trying to do. He's sending away 3 Wisp, one to the tree next to the creep spot that he's approaching right now, one on the other side and one towards the orange camp that Lucifer is creeping. So 3 Wisp are moving all of the sudden and he's not getting any lumber from them. In the meantime, he's not pulling out the Shredder yet. He was spending a lot of gold on the Panda here, the 425 gold for that second hero. So he cannot really afford that Shredder, but I can see why he's not lining that Hunter's Hall up like perfectly, because if you want to get the Shredder, which he's not getting right now, but if you want to get it, you definitely need the resources, plus you cannot afford Ancient of Laws, Tech, and the Shredder.
Okay.
So you rather delay your Laws, get that really quick Shredder, and then take to tier 3 super fast.
Okay, that's the first good explanation that I see for that delayed Hunter's Hall. So we have the first Engine of Lore, more Wisps are being produced, and the tier 3 tech immediately by Lucifer. He went for the Naga second.
Yeah, great choice against the Panda, pressuring the archers right now. This is something that you want to do. The DK is super close to level 3 now, almost surround here on the DH. He has to retreat from there, but Lucifer really wants that surround. I think the Staff of Teleportation is already Like the cooldown should be worn off,
Yeah.
and he got a mantle of a cloak of shadows, not a mantle, a cloak of shadows it is. But there's dust of appearance still, so the Naga has to be careful right now. The Archers and the Panda are hitting pretty hard. Demon Hunter tries to set up another mana burn, there it is, and the Breath of Fire hits her once again, and now the Naga is in all sorts of trouble, has to retreat from there, but the Panda could be surrounded.
Oh, lots of stuff going on here. One more hit from the Demon Hunter. The Naga is going down, and there it is. Second hero of a Lucifer death. But the Panda is surrounded now. There is a town portal. Can he swap it, though? That's the big question. I guess he is. No, he's swapping the staff.
Yeah, it should be
damage
enough.
enough? Yeah, it is enough. He escapes. Demon Hunter escapes as well. No town portal span. Second hero killed. Great go by LawLiet.
You gotta adjust the volume real quick, I guess,
Yep.
since I'm too loud
I'm
for a lot
doing
of
that already.
the guys here.
I'm boosting myself a bit.
So far it's looking good for LawLiet, I have to say. Losing an archer here and there, of course, also using a bunch of like Moonwell, like the Moon Juice is gone and 2 of the Moonwells. He's getting the Ancient of Wonders right now, perfectly lining up with his tech. So he will have that Ancient of Wonders in place as soon as he hits tier 3 for the Orb of Venom, as well as the anti-magic potions if he wants to get them. The Breath of Fire hitting the ghouls once again, and as long as there's no statue within you, like with your
Oh,
army,
another surround here, and this has to be the town portal. The Naga is coming as well to aid. Can he swap the staff once again? No, there is cooldown on it. Breath of Fire will not be able to save him, and with 9 HP, he pulls the town portal. This will result in a lot of used moon juice. And oh, he gets the potion as well, which is a replenishment potion, which is awesome because his Death Knight is pretty low on HP and mana, and if he uses it right away, he might be good for a go. But okay, all the ghouls are pretty hurt, so he will rest a bit. And all the moon juice is gone now, and you see the Demon Hunter down to 50% HP.
Yeah, really not sure why he was like staying that long. Especially they're playing on that. They're playing on Battle.net, so you always have like some kind of a ping issue there compared to other settings where you have like NetEase, for example, or W3 Arena, where the ping is like barely 10 or 7 ms. But here on Battle.net, sometimes you could easily lose your hero if you.
Oh well, it's a
hotspot
hotspot,
right
so.
away. Huh?
It's a hotspot. It's not.
Yeah, but still, there's always some kind of a ping issue that could happen potentially.
Okay, yeah.
I wouldn't risk it, and other than that, the Moonwells were pretty dry already because he stepped out the Panda and consumed 2 or 3 of them.
That's right.
And he doesn't have any bears yet, so I don't know why he's staying so long inside that surround, getting like rid of such a huge chunk of his HP without bears in place. I don't really see the point. And also losing this Ancient of War is super risky.
Yeah, I don't see that either, but I've been saying this for years now. Even when we did all the commentary in German, this was one of the points I never got. Yeah, but level 3 for the Death Knight. Lich is here as well. Triple hero combo for the Undead. He can creep pretty well. On the other side, only a level 2 Panda and Brewmaster, which will hit level 3 soonish, but he's quite slow, but the first bears are coming. After this Naga kill, Lucifer really got back strong with that surround of the Demon Hunter, and now things are pretty equal again, I guess.
Yeah, pretty equal so far. Both of the players are also creeping opposite sides of the map here. Both go for the mercenary camp right away. And we see a nice vampiric aura here for a few ghouls that he still got. He's still got 3 more in the base, so in total he got 6 of them if he pulls them. Now coiling another one, not losing anything to the creeps here. Level 1 Lich, level 2 Naga, level 3 DK. On the other side we will see the double level 3 and also a Sobai Mask that will be transferred to the Panda. So in terms of the items, I think the Sobai Mask is still better than the Vampiric Aura. Since the Panda just wrecks you apart as soon as he hits level 5, and especially with additional mana.
Yeah, I think level 3 is pretty good as well. Huh?
Huh?
What? Yeah, I totally agree. The Vamp Aura is pretty nice, but since the ghouls are only doing like 13 damage, it's just 15%, that's, I don't know, 1 HP per hit or something, not really worth it. But here comes LawLiet now with the first Dryad and 3 bears. No Destroyer up in the air. He's going for that Frostworm tech, so this fight's gonna be super hard. Double kill with that Breath of Fire. Brilliantly done by LawLiet, but Nova's coming in. Will he have another coil? It's on cooler, but there it is! And the Demon Hunter goes down. Sloppy play by LawLiet. And the Lich is in danger as well, but another coil hits him. Nice staff here. The Death Knight is dropping down, and he might be saving himself with another town portal. getting that bear over there. Nope, he's refraining from attacking him. And I don't know if YAWS is still with me or if he dropped out.
No, I'm still
okay.
there. I'm just like letting it go here. And the fight is really, really good for Lucifer. He's killing a lot of units. Now losing his Lich. Has to be careful. And he transferred the Town Portal over to the Lich. And now risking to lose his first hero there. There's still boots of speed on the Demon Hunter. He is keeping up with the DK here. But the DK with the aura should be able to retreat from that battlefield.
Oh, block from the Wisp!
Oh, there's a Wisp!
Holy cow, 10 HP, 8, and now the slow from the Black Citadel saves the Death Knight. What a fight this is, man. And now the Naga is in trouble, but Fort Lightning coming in, and he kills the DH again for the second time. What a dieback. But here comes the Breath of Fire, double kill!
Holy fuck. A double kill Breath of Fire.
What the hell is going on here?
Now the heroes are lining up in the tavern, one after another. And I think that Lucifer will try to get at least the DK back in the middle. Yeah. Yes, there it is. And now he has to most likely sell like a few items. And he's getting a Frostworm, so even so he would sell the items and get some gold, he cannot revive the Naga right now because he's supply blocked. But true. What the hell just happened?
Yeah, that was one of the craziest scenes that I've witnessed in Warcraft in a long, long time. But let's focus on the game. Lucifer is coming in again with 4 Fiends, of course, Dryads. Super vulnerable to that, but without the Orb of Corruption, without the Lich, it's not that easy to pick things apart. No Destroy up in the air, no magic damage, so it's hard to kill the bears. But now that the Lich is here, now that the reduced armor is here, things are getting easier for Lucifer. Oh boy, level 4 on the DK.
I really thought it was a super bad fight to take at the top there, like at the expansion, network expansion of LawLiet. I thought it's a horrible fight for Lucifer that he should never approach. He got like 3 Fiends, 3 Ghouls, 2 Statues, and he was fighting into Master Bears. And I thought like definitely there's no chance of winning that fight. But then he had the Staff of Preservation on his Demon Hunter. The Demon Hunter got focused and he had to transfer the staff to the Panda, but he didn't do it in time. So he lost his first hero. Then afterward, there was like no Town Portal anymore on the Panda, but he, like Lucifer, instead of focusing the Panda without having a Town Portal, Invo Potion or anything else, he went for the units. So I don't really see, if you kill the first hero and there's no more saving on that second hero, like no more sustainability items, why don't you kill the second hero right away? The Panda dies like really, really quick. But yeah, he went for the units, then the fight extended, then the Demon Hunter came back, and what happened after that, we just saw it. Like the double kill on that hero. Crazy performance by the both Koreans here. Of course, both want to go to the winner bracket final. They need 2 maps for that. And they don't spare each other here. I guess what happened in the upper left was that Lucifer was pretty low on mana, so he couldn't really focus anything anymore. Plus, his heroes were under pressure himself, so he had to use the one coil on the Lich to save him. So there wasn't enough pressure to kill the pretty tanky Panda that we have here. Nice, and there we see the Dust of Appearance from the Demon Hunter against the Shade, because he saw the Sacrificial Pit, and this really shows how well of a player, or how good of a player your opponent is, when he actually figures out that there's a Shade in place. The Worm earlier that he was constructing when he got the Lich back, he cancelled that one to stay under 50 supply because he was already approaching upkeep. He cancelled that one to stay under 50 and then get the Naga back. And now, with a lot of gold, I think he saved like 1k, and now he's getting an Abomination, a 3rd statue for a Destroyer Morph, as well as this Force Worm on top of things. Yeah. The army of Lucifer looking pretty strong with the Airbomb in front to block. So many Fiends, no uptechs on them, no upgrades on them though, but 64 food against 49. That of course gives the economical advantage to LawLiet. He's mining more gold at the moment. But of course, I like these archers. He's like placing one of these archers at each red camp. You can see it on the other side. It's basically like a shade for the native player, but there was a shade on the under player side and he revealed it. So, okay, LawLiet. Nice tricks. LawLiet is breaking upkeep now as well with 2 additional Dryads. Don't really know why he's going for that, since the magic damage is not that hard from the undead yet, but of course we have worms coming, so... Whoa! Cactus Pipe of Insight for bears, for Dryads, for the heroes. The perfect item, I would say. Yeah, and the mana regeneration for the Panda will be sick. Also for the Dryads, it's kind of cool to have mana for the Dispel, even though you don't need it, but on the bears, it will hit hard, because you will have like plenty of regeneration. If you click on one of the bears, you can see how fast the mana regenerates here. The level 1 Brilliance Aura from the Archmage on the Night Elf units. On the other side, we see the Ancient Django of Endurance on the DK, so we have double speed auras. Exactly. And these guys are kind of on crack. You can see how fast everything is moving.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for them to move. Here they are, really, really fast. And on the other side, you see the mana rack now, 1 per second, basically, which is pretty nice. Double level 4 on the Night Elf here. Of course, he's waiting for level 5, but there's no creep camp anymore, so he can't really get him there. Level 4 on the DK as well, 3 on the Naga. That is a level 2 Forked Lightning for additional Luke, and also the Lich is on level 3. He has basically everything he needs. 2 heal scrolls as well, fighting against 1 heal pot, and an Invo potion from LawLiet. And here we go with the first fight.
Yeah, and it's not looking good for Lucifer, and he also realizes that and is pulling out of that base. There's still plenty of juice in that Moonwells. Now focusing the Demon Hunter, coiling over, everything is hitting it, as well as the Frostworm. Has to be careful, has to be microed above the Forest. Dryad's still trying to hit it. Also the Destroyer is out of place. He has to be careful, still a coil over, wow! Using that potion in the very last second on his Demon Hunter, now being stepped out, he can regenerate and step in once again, he's full. Now the Frostworm above the forest is hitting hard, but he has to be careful not losing it. And now it's dead, there's still 1 coil remaining on that DK, he was not using it for the Frostworm. Now the Destroyer is about to die here as well. Demon Hunter comes back with full HP, and this is not looking good for Lucifer
What
anymore.
A horrible fight for the Devil that was, spending that was close. Spending so much damage purely on the Demon Hunter when he knew, okay, there's an Invo potion, there is somewhere a big heal potion and a staff. Should you really focus so hard on the first hero? I highly doubt it.
Yeah, especially if you do it like this. I think you have to do it like all the other undead players are doing it. Try to trick your opponent into stepping out one of the bears. But also LawLiet just lets all the bears die. He knows that whenever he steps out a bear with that Panda, the Demon Hunter will definitely die. If there's no more Invo potion, no more healing potion or anything. And now Lucifer decides to go for an expansion, because the gold mines are running out, and I think this is the only way to actually come back into that game. But you can see Panda level 5 with an Invis potion, scouting what's going on here, wants to check on everything, but there's also a Shade somewhere, so he has to be careful. If the Shade figures out that there's the solo Panda running around, there's still a Town Hall on it, but you don't want to waste it now.
Do you know he saw that expo?
I guess he did, yeah, it's day, and he got this.
Alright, the
Dryads should be there.
The Dryads are walking
the
directly towards there, exactly, so he knows what's going on. Another bear is coming and a statue, but this is more like a Hail Mary approach of Lucifer here. He knows, of course, his opponent can just uproot his Tree of Eternity, walk over to the natural gold mine and has more income. On the other side, the undeads, well, they can't hover with a Black Citadel, which would be cool, but now look at the Panda! He's coming, level 5, and that means level 3 Breath of Fire. All the Acolytes might be dead soon. There is a staff to get out, there's no disable from the undead, just slow. So is he going for that?
So sad. He was producing one of his shades that is running around in LawLiet's base right now, and the Panda was approaching the main base, and they barely missed each other. So there was a chance that Lucifer will actually see the Panda, but right now it's not looking good. Like, at least one of these Acolytes will be roasted. And yeah, the Frostworm micro in the last fight played a huge role in that one, and it was just horrible to see how bad he microed that one. Also not healing it up in time, and then losing it, because it all depends, or at least I feel this way. I think a lot of stuff comes with that Frostworm. The focus fire increases, you have a lot of more damage output, the slow effect with that breath, also that you can just completely destroy bears with destroyers and Frostworms. It's so strong, and now he's even selling the Boneyard here because he wants to have some more resources to get more meat wagons into play. And the Breath of Fire hits the Acolytes hard. One of it dies, the rest still remains untouched, and he cancelled the Step of Teleportation because I think he wants to use another round of Breath of Fire, but not hitting the Acolytes. So they stay alive, and he has to pull the town portal.
Yeah, that was an expansive go here, and great defense by Lucifer, man. He blocked the path with the ghouls. Nothing died except one Acolyte against a level 5 Panda. It seems like he was waiting for that.
Yeah, he was definitely waiting for that, but I think the Invis potion was running out as well, so he had to make a move. And the Panda is getting closer and closer to level 6, and we all know what happens when the Panda hits level 6. It's just too crazy.
The split.
66 supply. for LawLiet and 71 for Lucifer right now.
The gold mines are down or are about to run out. 500 still left for Lucifer, but what can he do with them? He's transitioning into meat wagons. No second frost worm or just one destroyer for some dispel. Nothing else. So lots of siege damage, which is pretty good against all the Dryads that LawLiet has, and he has plenty of them. 9 at the time, plus 4 bears. So if he positions them well, this will be very, very hard for LawLiet to counter, but he has a crazy Dryad control. He saw we saw him split them apart from the bears, just slowing everything down that the opposing army has to offer. So if there's one Night Elf player who can dodge the catapult shots, it's definitely LawLiet.
Yeah, but the biggest threat is here that when he steps out his hero, it will go to the Tree of Eternity, but that tree will be close to the area where they will actually fight. True. So sometimes you see Night Elf players stepping out their heroes and think, oh, I'm in my main base, I can just regenerate at the Moonwells. But no, you are not on your main base anymore. You're just like at the expansion, and if the underplayer hits you there, what Lucifer is doing right now, it can get really dicey in a second.
So, 2 heal scrolls for Lucifer, nothing for LawLiet. First Breath of Fire hits, but it's all pretty tanky, but he loses the worm right away with all that Dryads piercing him. But okay, the first bear is down as well. Second bear down thanks to a Fork Lightning. And the Panda is in trouble, popping the Invo Potion right away. Next Breath of Fire hits the entire army. Great one, but he has to save that Panda. Level up for the Lich and the Dryads. They are just falling apart. 50 food for LawLiet. On the other side, 55 for Lucifer. Can he really come back into this? Another great Breath of Fire. All the Acolytes about to die. But now the Demon Hunter is popping his Invul as well.
Yeah, Lucifer still at 50 supply. You can see all the Dryads vanishing against the 4 meat wagons. Now the Demon Hunter dies. The Panda finally hits level 6. There is enough mana for the ultimate. Now he's pulling it off. But 24 supply, no more gold to revive the Demon Hunter. And Lucifer can just retreat from that. But no, he cannot retreat actually. Right now the Naga is in danger of falling. We see the Windwalk from the Storm Panda here. Can he pull off the Windwalk into a crit here? Can he cycle on the DK? Yes, now he's cycling in the DK. But there is no mana for a coil. Is the Panda able to turn this game around single-handedly? The Lich dies. Now the focus goes on to the DK with the few drives that he still got. At least it's just one in the Archer. Maybe a surround with the nice Cyclone. Yes, he's pulling it off. The surround is closed. The DK, no Town Ball. He cannot get out of there. And he dies.
This is definitely one of the best matches that we've seen in years. The Naga is the third hero to maybe fall Breath of Fire, but he escapes with 9 HP. He's trying to come back with Fork Lightning, killing the Archer to be safe. What the hell? The catapults are still alive. The Ancient of Lore is down now. And 1 hero remaining for Lucifer. What can he get back? Nothing. He has 100 gold and no items to sell anymore.
He can actually sell buildings. He's not out of the game. I think he's way more in the game than LawLiet is. Because LawLiet lost the Tree of Eternity. Yeah. He will never get gold back. And on the other side, Lucifer will just get back his heroes if he got the time. And he's now selling his Black Citadel. He's selling his main building here, because it just gives you so much gold if you sell it.
Yeah, that's right. It counts for the upgrades as well, right? So every gold dime you put into that tech will also...
Yep, you get so much gold out of that. You can see, but the Altar of Darkness is in a really bad spot here. He can easily, like, try and Breath of Fire it to death. Right now we see an Invis Potion being popped. But the cooldown should still be there. I think you got the idea, or you can see it right now on the screen, right?
70 seconds for the ultimate, but he goes for the Naga. He saw the first hero coming back in the altar. Everything gets sold, and what can the Naga do here? Just run.
He's getting the Zeppelin.
Oh my
God. He's getting the Zeppelin.
Okay, he's pretty safe for that one. Next Breath of Fire.
But if he loses all of the ziggurats, he cannot revive the Lich.
That's true. Another Breath of Fire might hit. Nice dodge. Holy cow. What a Zeppelin micro by Lucifer this is now. No chance for the Panda to hit that bitch. But here comes the Breath of Fire staffing out. Is there another Fork Lightning? No, it's not.
But yeah, Lucifer also has to be kind of careful, because if this Panda, he can still use the ultimate. Then he can, before that, he can use Breath of Fire. So 3 ziggurats are gone. With the ultimate, he can just get rid of all of the buildings. He doesn't have to necessarily kill all the units or heroes.
What a spectacular game. The Naga is 7 XP points away from reaching level 5. The Death Knight is about to be back, and then we have healing on some fiends. Plus the so important aura. But here comes the Panda again. Breath of Fire number 1. There's plenty more to come. The the cooldown is off for the ultimate. He can go for it. I think it's too late for the altar.
Yeah,
Mass
it's way
detonates.
too late for the altar. Now the Naga gets level 5, and I think she is skilling the level 3 arrow here to just slow him down a little more. Now all the detonates on top of that, but the Panda is dropping low, and he was able to kill that altar, so no more DK.
So
and
much
just
damage.
wrecking apart everything.
So much damage from this ultimate. The altar is gone, the catapults are gone, and now it picks up the pieces here at the Nerubian Tower. Cyclone again on the Naga. He has level 3 Cold Arrow. You're absolutely right to get some more damage out because he's constantly out of mana. He's trying to get the Panda, but there's nothing he can do. He gets... Oh my god. No, the Zeppelin's gone now, of course!
And now the Naga's in all sorts of trouble. Look at the damage from all the Pandas going ham on that Naga. And it's really looking bad for Lucifer. I don't think that he can win this game anymore. As soon as the Earth Panda transforms back into the normal one, he can just kill it. No, he even kills it before, and Lucifer calls GG. One of the sickest games I've ever seen. Like, what the fuck, this Panda alone wrecking everything apart.
What a spectacular game we have witnessed here. 26 minutes, 57 seconds of absolute awesomeness. And I guess your webcam is off, by the way.
Oh yeah, my Skype got in.
The game went from it looks totally horrible for Lucifer to he is absolutely back in this game to what the hell is going on here with this double kill breath of fire thingy, and then things spiraled completely out of control with heroes dying left, right and center, Tree of Eternity going down, no gold mines anymore. This is why I love Warcraft, man. Absolutely gorgeous.
After the fight, he killed all the Droid, he killed the Demon Hunter, he killed all the Bears. There was one Droid, one Archer, and a level 6 Panda against 50 supply of Undead. He had 50 supply. And that Panda just decided to kill the Lich first with the Cyclone on the DK, even though he had no mana. So he Cycloned the DK to prevent the coil. He killed the Lich. Then he did an awesome surround with the next Cyclone, because the cooldown on that Storm Panda is so low. Then he used another Cyclone to kill the DK with a surround, and then he went completely nuts. What the hell?
The ultimate of the Panda we're talking about, this can turn games around just like the Metamorphosis, for example, but this was just a perfect execution, man. I think Lucifer is still not out, definitely not. He did well, and I think if he cuts some mistakes here and there, he can definitely equalize and go to the winner bracket final, but of course LawLiet in a perfect position now.
Yeah, but what a game to start this cast off, like, what a fucking game. It was so entertaining till the end. I thought Lucifer will have absolutely no chance after losing his Frost Worm so horrible. He was not microing at all. I don't know what just happened, but what Lucifer could also have done is just put all this catapults into the Zeppelin, send the Naga to the other side of the map, and just shoot down the remaining buildings from his opponent. He could have went for that, but realizing this in the very moment you play that game is like something really hard. But he should have realized that he cannot overcome the Panda. The Panda is just way too strong. He will always hit him whenever the ultimate is ready, and the ultimate, he cannot do shit against it. So he should have went for the building kill on Lucifer, I guess.
Yeah, you're probably right about that. I won't argue with you, obviously. Wow. I don't know how to follow that up, that game. Usually we say it's still getting better and better, but how can we top this? We're about to see. The next map is gonna be Ancient Isles, and the game is about to start here. Any particular thoughts about the map?
Yeah, Ancient Isle got all these little forests when you fight, especially like in between bases. You have a lot of forest stuff where you can like send your frost worms over, and this is what makes like 120 so strong on Ancient Isles against Nilef, I guess, because he's microing it like perfectly above the forest. I don't think it necessarily requires a lot of micro to do that, but we have seen Lucifer completely losing. He lost like 2 of his frost worms really like with poor control, so maybe it takes way more control than I thought. Yeah. But on the other hand, if I ask Chechi, and Chechi's like, dude, this is so easy. This is so easy. You have like a 1,200 HP frostworm in the air, and there's forest all over the place. So it shouldn't take too much of your focus to keep him alive. But yeah, Lucifer losing his focus a little bit there, or just not having the amount of micro that he would need for that. And I don't think that Ancient Knight is a good map if you lose the focus like that. But on the other side, ghouls are really good here. You can pull off an amazing early game. We have seen double crypt openings. But let's see what's going on. We jump into the game right away.
That's absolutely correct. And as I mentioned before, the map is Ancient Isles. Lucifer spawning at the bottom right. The ESWC winner from 2006 fighting the bronze medalist from WCA 2015. But not only that, he won it all when it came to Korean tournaments or major tournaments in Warcraft in 2015. He won the Nice Game TV Cup number 2. He won Rust Brain Cup number 2 and the Twitch Warcraft Championship Series League. So LawLiet definitely on fire in the second half of 2015, and he continues to impress in 2016 as well, starting at the upper left. And yeah, I think Demon Hunter will be his hero of choice again. Warden pretty rare against Undead. He can pull it off though, we've seen it, but this might not be the map for it since level 3 is pretty hard, I'd say. So once again, the ghoul build order, you mentioned it. I guess this time he will focus on creeping. What's your opinion on that?
I think you should do that. Get the level 2 on the DK. And then try to do something with that. Try to get a surround, force a town portal. Because then the early game for a Night Elf player completely shifts. He has to be way more passive. Has to think about and question himself all the time when he's going for bigger creep spots. Because we sometimes see like Demon Hunter Archer go for the middle spots, like 2 or 3 Archers, Demon Hunter alone, dropping down to 100, 200 HP. Still got the safety town portal. But if you lose that, it's like a hell of a different game there. But on the other side, if Lucifer goes for this aggression, like what he did on Amazonia, which was no aggression at all because he didn't kill anything, then I think this is not a good start to go with, or a good creep route to start this with. So let's see.
Alright, Demon Hunter is popping out of the altar. This is of course the usual creep spot here with the Engine of War. We saw it from Sonic that he starts with the natural expansion or some other weird shit, but no. LawLiet is keeping it simple. And Lucifer is going for the aggressive. He's
going for the aggressive once again. I don't see what this will do for him, but maybe he doesn't want to creep and just get a lot of lumber in an early tech.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the reason behind that.
That is the early tech right away. LawLiet a bit behind that, preferring his third Moonwell for more regeneration and getting the level 2 here on the Demon Hunter. If one player knows how to creep, it's definitely LawLiet. So I don't worry about that. Death Knight trying to steal something, but of course he has the aura first. It's pretty hard with only the Frostmourne to steal creeps, but he has the skeletons with him to harass the wisps. So, trouble.
And one wisp actually died from that harass. Like, one of the skeleton was able to kill one of the wisps, even though they are in really cool places here, barely able to see and barely able to hit. And he's stealing this knoll. So he got some experience from that. I'm kind of surprised that he's a little sloppy, and we will see something that will like make you a little more happy, I guess, in the main phase of Lucifer right now.
True. Graveyard and the Crypt. That points towards gargoyles, everybody. But it doesn't mean that we will see like 10 or 12 gargoyles, or it doesn't have to mean that. Because sometimes the undead go for the mercenary camp, where there is a big red drake with a big experience drop and a big item to get, and that is very easy to creep with the gargoyles. So maybe he's just faking them and transition later into fiends again. We saw that before, I guess, against Remind, and that worked pretty well, I'd say.
Yeah, that worked really well, but this was also throughout like Remind being tricked into his dual Ancient of Wind hippo production. And then when he win that air fight and all the Gargs disappeared, he went for Fiends, and then all the Hippos became useless.
Yeah.
So this transition was really good, and then a hard counter, to be honest. But what we see here is also a sick tech advantage for the Undead player. He's way faster on tier 2. If he gets that Naga out on the field, I think he can apply a lot of pressure here towards the Night Elf. Is he able to pull off the surround? There's no Staff of Teleportation this time on the Demon Hunter, but the Demon Hunter retreats with the Boots of Speed, and there's absolutely no threat at all.
So, creeping from Lucifer continues. Of course, he wants level 3 as fast as possible, and the Troll Berserkers pretty easy to creep thanks to the medium armor. And the Null Overseer, of course, takes some time. Nice detonate again to get rid of the skeletons to provide some more damage towards the ghouls. Here comes the DH. Can he steal it? Nope. Experience goes to the DK, but the replenishment potion was stolen by Sindweller, the hero of LawLiet. So pretty nice timing here. And surround is closed, and that... can he fight out of there? The archers are helping him a bit, but Lucifer is ready to close that surround immediately. Well done. So the Deathknight is in trouble as well. Nah, he can't pull it off. Oh my god, mana burn kill! And he gets away with his first hero, almost level 3. What an opening for LawLiet it is, when it all looked so grim for him with his tech and the stolen creeps. He comes back with a move like that.
Yeah, this is the point where you can actually call the GG here as an undead player. If you lose your hero that sloppy, because it was kind of like what you expect. If you surround that, you can't keep the surround closed. There was absolutely no chance of keeping that surround closed without losing the DK. And yeah, he went for it, and LawLiet executed it perfectly. Once again, there's the Panda, and now we got all the time in the world. Lucifer had to spend a huge chunk of his resources into reviving that hero at the tavern, because he cannot risk like wasting any more time by reviving his hero and not being able to creep anything or harass his opponent. And the Ancient of War for LawLiet is in position. The Panda will be level 2 right from the start. In the meantime, he's taking to tier 3, getting one Ancient of War right now. Second one is lining up as well as the Ancient of Wonders. So there's absolutely no chance right now for Lucifer.
He needs a little miracle, but we saw the games turn around on Amazonia as well, so let's not write the devil off. Level 3 for the DK right away, thanks to that Red Drake that I pointed out before, and you saw how easy it is to creep it with Gargoyle's Belt of Giant Strength. A nice item for a Death Knight to provide him with more HP, which is always pretty nice, but the Demon Hunter is doing a good job harassing the army of Lucifer. In the meantime, the Panda wants to creep up at Panda of Energy, perfect item.
A player's force is
Yeah,
under
I don't
attack.
see him coming back. I think LawLiet can easily expand right now if he wants to. But so far he's not really replying to the Gargoyle play, because there's absolutely no aggression coming out of Lucifer so far. Panda of Energy, great pickup for the Panda, you said it. Archers are attacking that Gargs and they do quite some damage. They don't have the longbow. He has to be careful with the Demon Hunter here, but there's no coil, so he cannot really kill that one. Yeah, and the Panda doesn't even have to retreat from here, even though there are a lot of Gargs in the air. He's just going for the creep spot, now using the Breath of Fire, and he gets the experience for the Panda here.
Yeah. And the Gloves of Haste is an item as well, pretty neat for the Demon Hunter, but he steals the Wardens though, some experience at least for Lucifer. More and more Gargs coming in, at the same time tier 3 tech has been started. There is a Sacrificial Pit, so we will see a Worm. On the other side, tier 3 tech has finished, or is about to finish. For LawLiet, we see double Ancient of Lore with the upgrades. Everything is in order, and things are getting a little more easy for him once he has Rejuvenation.
Yeah, but once he hits that level 3 Panda, the Garg's kind of useless for some time, because their tier 3 tech for Lucifer was quite late. He's now getting a Slaughterhouse, and there will be no stone form to dodge the Breath of Fire or just get the Drunken Haze off your units. One of the Gargs is still super low, 30 HP, has to be careful. I think this one will die. Is he using a Breath of Fire into the forest? Yes, he is. Nice. Really well done there by LawLiet. He's playing this really, really calm, and yeah, perfect execution so far.
Yeah. Once again, more harass on the DK. He loses hit point after hit point, can never be sure or safe. So that's a pretty neat job that LawLiet is doing here, keeping track of the first hero. But now comes the Gargoyle harass, something we kind of missed so far. No Wisp harass in this game, and this is like the signature move of this strategy, like focusing Wisps, trying to harass the enemy's base so they are stuck for some time. But now I don't think he needs that much lumber, so he doesn't even need to kill the Wisp at the moment.
Yeah, but I think he has to do something, and killing the Wisp was definitely the right step, or step into the right direction. And also, it's super annoying, and you can see, of course, you will need lumber. The Dryads are lumber, like, you need a lot of lumber to build Dryads or the Bears, so you will definitely need the Wisp in position, or you just get one of the Shredders here. Demon Hunter scouting out what his opponent is up to, where the Panda is approaching a really big spot, but he still got the Town Portal. If he gets dicey, he can just Town Portal out. Gargoyles approach him right now, and the fight is about to break out.
Wow, Mana Stone again! Or not again, but then also a great item. This guy is a beast. He will just breath the fire in every direction that he can. Look at the mana regen. It's absolutely nuts. Plus he can consume it if he's in need. But yeah, he got the big experience from the red spot, and of course you always want your undead levels to be as high as possible. where it's for the Night Elf, it's not that important, I'd say. So stealing that spot is actually a big deal. The Lich will have troubles to get to level 3. There is no Naga, so hero-wise, it's looking very bad for Lucifer.
Wow, nice Dust of Appearance once again, revealing the shade. And yeah, the Pendant of Energy together with the Mana Stone, you can drop the Pendant, then use the Stone, and then you are up to 450 mana once again. Which kind of means that you have to at least buy 2 more healing scrolls to overcome the second round of fire. It's way too much. Like, surviving the first launch of the mana pool will be enough to kill, like, already a lot of units if you don't have the scrolls in place, but the second round will be so much more devastating. You can see it. He was not able to dodge the Breath of Fire, now dispelling the Afterburn effect, or at least the Drunken. Whoa. It's not looking good for Mr. Lucifer. Also, the item drops favor his opponent way too much.
Yeah, there's the health stone now for the DH. So he's a pretty tanky dude here with a circlet on top. But yeah, kind of missed the first arrest of the Gargs. They need to use the stone form pretty soon, I guess. But he wants to keep harassing. I don't really see the value in that. The Boneyard is coming once again very late. This delays his entire game, this worm strategy, but I can see him using that on this map because you pointed it out. The forests are very supportive of worms. But what can he do now? Nothing but run away.
Yeah, nothing. Like his strategy on this map, since it's super small, you don't have the space that you would have on Twisted Meadows, for example, where you can just creep the islands. You can level your second and third heroes, even though that game hits like 40-minute mark or something. The islands will always be untouched, but now he's approaching the fight, not sure what he wants to accomplish here. Bear is being staffed out. He realizes that there is a health stone on that hero, so even though he used the staff, there's no chance of killing the Demon Hunter, because there's also still a second staff of preservation on the Panda. So this time LawLiet got all the tools in the world to keep his heroes alive, provide a lot of damage with the Pendant of Energy as well as the Mana Stone, and he even got 2 Orb of Venom here, so both of the heroes can actually hit the gargoyles. I don't see Lucifer doing anything in this game anymore, but yeah, there's always a risk of losing your hero.
The Death Knight is getting closer to level 5, so maybe with the Coil Nova combo, but on the other side, the Lich, I pointed it out, has hard problems to get to level 3. There's only 1 creep spot left on this entire map, or well, 2 green spots as well, but that's about it. He has to send the DK away, and he's stealing himself the experience. This is just sloppy play. He gets level 2 nevertheless, but could have gotten more here.
Yeah. This is just piling up. Like, losing the DK early game was the first big mistake that gave LawLiet a lot of time, because usually you maybe want to go with a Naga once again as a second hero to apply pressure to that Panda here, but now the fight breaks out. Breath of Fire hits him once again. This time he dodges it. Really well done by Lucifer, but maybe he's able to kill all of the Dryads and then do something in the fight. Is there a coil? No more coil, so the Lich is dropping low. He has to buy a potion, is being mana burned, is being Breath of Fire, but he retreats and he survives for now.
Yeah, he got some Dryads here, but the staffs are so mighty with all the bears. I don't think he killed a single bear. Now that the Frost Room is out, it gets a little easier, but he needs that level 2 Nova so quick. But what can he do? Maybe he harass the Dryads or start a fight and go for the Dryads immediately, but you will always trade units, so that's not really what you want. 4,000 gold left in the mine, and yeah, 50 food for the undead, 49 for LawLiet, but the heroes are looking so strong.
If Lucifer would only know that his opponent barely got any wood to go up to the 70 supply that he's aiming for right now, he could continue the Wisp harass and be annoying, and with that he can just cut the production of his opponent while he's banking a lot of gold to actually apply himself. But if you don't have that information and you cannot really know about that, there's no chance that you can do stuff. And we can see the Goblin Laboratory is being used by LawLiet. He wanted to spot the shade with one of the scans, but he missed it. So, but he's spending. He knows that there is some shade out there, and he's keeping track of everything.
Yeah, Lucifer is now scouting everything. 1-0 upgrades for the Night Elf on the other side. We have 2-0 already to make it easier to focus the Dryads out. Plus, of course, the Frostworm benefits greatly off the upgrade, since it's plus 10% damage or so. Heal Scroll for the Undead. This is pretty nice, since he doesn't have to leave his base to get the Heal Scrolls, 2 at a time. But yeah, this is of course, the entire map is controlled by LawLiet, so what can you do? Expand, obviously. But it's scouted. So the clock is ticking, and Lucifer has to do something.
Yeah, he has to do something, and right now he's doing nothing, and this is something that is really like, I don't know, if you play Gargoyles, you have to be active all the time.
Yeah.
This is at least what I feel, but also if you send the Gargoyles onto the other side of the map, harassing the Wisp in the main base of your opponent, you kind of risk that he will hit your base. But since he got a shade and he knows the movement of his opponent, as well as that he only got 2 bears, with 2 bears it's kind of hard to run into an undead base. So you can just send out your Gargoyles and actually try to kill the Dryads that are being produced. You can try to kill Wisp in the main base, maybe even harass Moonrats that are super close to the woods, because you cannot hit above the woods because there's no like air vision for the Night Elf player, or uphill vision here. Yeah, killing a Dryad is definitely a start, but he has to kill more.
That's right, but I think he wants to get rid of the expansion first. It's 59 and 58 food for both players. More upgrades. The 3-0 upgrade is coming, plus another statue. So he has Destroyer upgrade. He can Dispel, Roar, and Rejuvenation. Oh, maybe the Worm out of place here. It's dangerous to go in there.
He really approached this fight as he wants to take it right now. I'm not sure if this is the right call, but now he's going for it. Breath of Fire once again, this time not with the Drunken up front, and the Frostworm out of position once again, this time keeping him alive, getting rid of all the Dryad, and this fight looks kinda good for Lucifer. Is he able to turn the tides around? The Frostworm stays alive, and with that, the hopes of the game. The stone is being consumed by the Demon Hunter. Now the Frostworm is about to die. He has to be very, very careful. No more mana potion on the DK, and he loses that one. His only life assurance that he still got. No Destroyer in the air to dispel the Drunken effect. The stone form still on cooldown. The last bear dies, but still the heroes are standing strong. There's still a mana potion, still 160 mana on that Panda, and he is just ripping everything apart. Lich has to be careful. Is there a Town Portal? No, there is no Town Portal. Another statue comes to the fight. Another Breath of Fire hits everything. And this is looking grim for Lucifer.
Invu potion on the Demon Hunter. He gets rid of the Dryads once again, but the bears are coming. Great reproduction by LawLiet, and now it's time to chase the Lich here. 100 HP left. 1 HP left. Can he get away? The Demon Hunter has to be staffed out, but the Lich died, and so it's GG. LawLiet taking this series 2-0. It was a pretty promising fight for Lucifer here, but once the Worm was gone, all his hopes were gone.
Yeah, it's like both of the games he lost to the Panda single-handedly, because the Panda, both of the games, like first game, the level 6 was too strong and killed everything. Second game, the item drops for the Panda as well as the kill on the DK to just provide enough time to get him up to level 3. Gives him so much, like, I don't know, it kind of feels to me, if you have a level 3 Panda for your opponent and if you play Garg's Ghouls, the game is already lost. If you have a super fast level 3 Panda, there's absolutely no chance of doing anything against that.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate, these item drops when you're cheering for Lucifer here. But I think in general he stepped up his performance compared to map number 1, except of course this mega sloppy Death Knight loss in the early game. So yeah, he's not out of the tournament. He's dropping to the loser bracket final or semi-final. I'm not too sure, something like that. And LawLiet is the first player to stand in the winner bracket final, and we're about to find out who his opponent is gonna be. It's either the 5th race Moon or one of the best players that the Orcish Horde has ever seen, Focus, and that is the match that we're casting next after a quick break here at the TWCL number 2. Bye, back to Warcraft. See ya in a sec.